A lot of people have transitioned from UK to Australia just like me. And in this video, I'll be talking about all the reasons why I decided to leave Plab pathway and decided to go with AMC. So I wanted to become a doctor in NHS. I wanted to work in London and I was preparing for Plab 1 and Plab 2. But then I decided I want to switch my pathway from Plab to AMC. So I did dedicate 1 year of my preparation for Plab 1. And while I was preparing and giving my exams, I realized that this is not the right pathway for me. So one of the biggest reasons I chose to leave Plab pathway and went for AMC instead was the job saturation in NHS. And no matter what you might have heard so far, I think giving Plab 1 and Plab 2 doesn't guarantee you a job for sure in NHS. I am in my AMC pathway and I still believe getting a job in Australia is far easier as compared to getting a job in UK. Even after you have cleared your Plab 1 and Plab 2, you have to do clinical attachments in UK. You have no guarantee that you will get a job. I know some students who have full GMC registration, but they haven't found any job for the last 2 to 3 years, and now they are transitioning from UK to AMC pathway. Even though Australia will be a popular choice for imgs after 2 to 3 years, it is still easier as compared to UK to get a job. And even after clearing AMC 1, you can directly get a job in Australia if you have good credentials. And if you have AMC clinical, you will get a job for sure sooner or later. Second reason was there is high competition in NHS to get training spots in specialties which are in high demand. For example, if you want to enter surgical training, if you want to enter radiology, orthopedics, all these specialties are in high demand. So getting a training spot is even difficult than getting your first job in NHS. You need to have good CV, you need to have good clinical attachments in order to get your first job in UK. Now, Australia still has a similar pattern as UK in terms of giving job opportunities to their own graduates as compared to international medical graduates. But if you want to enter into high demand specialties, Australia is one of the best options out there, and you can get a training spot in all the specialties that you want if you dedicate yourself properly and if you are persistent enough. Third reason, which was very personal to me, was the weather in UK. Now, Australia has a very pleasant weather, but UK, as you know, that it's quite rainy, it's quite cold also, and I'm very prone to cold. So it was one of the important reasons for me. Since I'm going to stay in that country for a long time, I don't want to choose something that is not good for my health. So when I went to Oxford to give my Plab 1 exam, I remember it was bone chilling cold and it was raining simultaneously, and it was really unpleasant for me. So personally, that was an important reason. And if you are prone to cold, if you don't like the weather there, you have Australia as a much better option, which has a more pleasant environment. And the temperature in Australia is usually stable. You will not see extreme temperatures. You can see slightly cold weather in Melbourne. And in most of the cities like Brisbane, Adelaide, and also Perth, the temperature remains fairly constant. Also, I didn't want to leave UK just after a few years of my training. And as you know, approximately 1/3 doctors in UK leave NHS after working for a few years. And I didn't want that, since if I'm going to prepare for Plab exams, dedicate 2-3 years of my life, I want that country to be suitable for me. Another reason that was important for me was the salary. So the salary difference of a UK doctor and a junior doctor in Australia are very obvious. So the basic salary of a FI2 doctor working in NHS is approximately 3,200 to 4,000 pounds per month. Meanwhile, the salary of a RMO working in Australia is approximately 7,000 to 9,000 Australian dollars. So the salary is definitely better in Australia for a junior doctor and as well as for consultants. Next thing that was important for me is work-life balance. Now, the work-life balance is pretty similar in UK and Australia, but on an average, a UK resident works 48 hours per week, whereas in Australia, the working hours are approximately 40 hours a week. So as you can see, Australia not only has better salaries for junior doctors and consultants, it also offers a better work-life balance. Now, if you have given your Plab 1 and Plab 2 and you have full GMC registration and you want to transition to Australia, I will share some few pointers with you that will help your transition easily. Number one, if you have full GMC registration with 1 year of work experience in UK, you can directly enter Australia and apply for jobs via competent authority pathway. You can show your experience as a clinical research fellow, and even a non-training job is fine as long as it is a supervised training position. Number two, it might be easier for you as an IMG to transition from UK to Australia if you have worked there for at least 1 year. It will be quite easy for you to transition into Australian healthcare system because you are acquainted with UK healthcare and you can directly bypass the AMC exams. So that is a great thing that you can do if you want to come to Australia. You can enter via competent authority pathway as long as you have working experience. And the last thing that I will share with you, if you have recently given your Plab 2 and have obtained your GMC registration but you don't have any working experience in UK, unfortunately you might need to give AMC exams, especially AMC 1. Some of my friends who have full GMC registration not only have given AMC 1 but are also prepared preparing for AMC clinical. So that is the scenario right now. But if you have no work experience in UK, that might prompt you to give your AMC exams. You can simply give AMC 1 at least, and then you can try applying for jobs. And your chances are, I believe, much better as compared to other IMGs who don't have any experience in UK. If you like the information that I've shared, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, like, and push the notification buttons so that you don't miss any updates.